There we go. All right. So we're already switched over. Cool. So let's talk a little bit about how this is Universal Analytics and GA4 cross-domain tracking differentiate from each other. UA, that is more hit-based and cookie-based tracking. It's slightly more complex, although it does offer some more granular configurations and settings. GA4, because it is event-based and allows cross-device platform tracking, it kind of streamlines some of the cross-domain tracking, because GA4 offers something that is event-based, but also data stream options. So we can add data streams to one Google Analytics property, where you could combine a website, a mobile app, and then other types of websites. So today we're going to talk about the websites particularly, but GA4 is kind of built for this because they really were designing tracking across platform as well. So it makes things a little bit easier. So here are some of the challenges that we've heard from some of our clients. We work with some accounts that, you know, it might be one brand that owns multiple brands underneath them, and they want to see how one user goes across multiple products within their portfolio that may live on certain domains. So one of the challenges that a brand like ZenAnchor will use as the example is there's fragmented user data. So I see, you know, Ken, who works on this, Ken, he joins or visits zenanchor.com to check out who we are, then visits analyticsmates.com to book a consultation to get help related to analytics. If you don't have cross-domain tracking, that would be two separate users. You know, it would be Ken visiting two separate sites. Now we can see them across that journey. In addition to that, there are data discrepancies then because of conversion attribution. If you are visiting, if it's one user that we could track across multiple sites, we could see that it's one main conversion that comes through. If they perform one major conversion action, it won't show up as two, so they're coming through both of these sites. There's some challenges with compliance in terms of privacy that this helps address. And then, of course, it helps us identify gaps in our marketing funnel because of their jumping between multiple sites. So here we are without cross-domain tracking. This is a little bit more detail as to how it works. Let's say you go to domainy.com. GA would store a cookie with a value of 123. Then you go to domainy.com, and it's a different URL. It's a different cookie, so it'll count twice. So one, there'll be two separate users, even though it's really only one user overall. So with this implemented, we'll be able to see how many views across the same user across the board. And we're going to talk about this with subdomains as well. This is very prevalent with subdomains, and we're going to go through that during our workshop. Here's a real example. So somebody visits analyticsmates.com. They may then also visit try.analyticsmates.com, then also visit zenanchor.com. Our landing pages all live at this subdomain of try.analyticsmates.com. If you registered for this webinar, you visited that subdomain. It lives on Unbounce, which is one of our landing page design tools we use, while analyticsmates.com is built on Webflow. zenanchor.com is built on WordPress, all different systems, but all of them are tracked as one user, user X, across the board with 3 different views.